Good morning, welcome back to the channel, Lovely Life in Mallorca. I'm Andrew, and today we come down to Santa Ponsa to have a little look around. I'm going to be seeing what shops, restaurants and just generally what the atmosphere is. Also come down with my mother-in-law Chris. So it's just going to be taking a mobility scooter around Santa Ponsa, just see how easy it is to ride on the pavement, on the road, just general access around, see what it is, what it's like if you're in a mobility scooter or a wheelchair or something along those lines. So without further ado, let's get on with the walk. So the first thing I noticed, there are a lot of drop curbs around for easy access, and also the road itself, or the path I should say, is nice and flat. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. A lot of more places starting to open now. We're heading up towards the roundabout with the tree. We're going to be taking a right to see how many more shops are open along there since I was last here, about 5 weeks ago, give or take. So even though there's a little incline towards the roundabout itself, it's still very smooth, the road. So you see here, a lot more of the cafes and shops are open now for the tourists. There's a lot more people around now, which is good. The excursion shops, or most of them, are open now. I'm going to take a right here, see what's open around here. It's just coming up to 12 o'clock now. It's a beautiful day. It was 30 degrees in the car, I noticed on the drive down. Hardly a cloud in the sky. So this is the mini golf. Next to it, a little bar, restauranty type of thing, just there. Not bad, is it? 18 holes, €7 per adult. Oh, it looks like it's open, just not yet. There's a few tables and chairs just down there. Last time I was here, all these little children's rides, should I say, were all still wrapped up in polythene. Little Italy, that's open. There's a few bits open along here at the moment, but really isn't a lot. Come the evening, probably a different story. So I said, even up here, the path is quite nice and smooth. There's plenty of places to come off the road. So it's not too bad at all, is it? So even though there isn't at the moment a lot of activities along here, I can see a change of it in myself with getting deliveries and things, just people generally floating around and tables and chairs are already outside. Just that sort of thing. It looks a lot more positive around this part. So what the plan is now, I'm going to head back towards the roundabout and head back over, straight over, head towards the square, see what cafes, bars, shops, anything along those lines are open in that direction, and then head towards the beach, see how we can get on with the mobility scooter. So far so good. I brought Chris on this side of the road. As you can see, the pavement actually wraps round the roundabout, if you like, so I didn't want it to cross a busy road. So you see there's a few cafes just open around here, cafe bars. This is the roundabout itself, I was just saying, and that is the top of the strip by the beach. So walking this way, we should start to notice a few more bits open. We've got here the steps. I've climbed every time, but I'm not going to climb them today. There they are there. That's 600 odd steps. They take you to a lovely view of the top. So here we've got a supermarket just down there, little one. A few more tourist shops. There's a lot more open since I was last here. Really starting to look like well, it's transforming into a tourist resort, actually, to be honest. It's looking a lot more healthier. Lots of hotels around here. You can honestly see how the Santa Ponsa relies on the tourists, can't you? There's loads of them. So when there weren't any holiday makers here, I can really see why it was so quiet, as in the whole island really. Still quite a lot of work going on to some of these apartments just round here. And as Christine was just telling me, you can bring your scooter on the plane free of charge. So if you do have a mobility one, as long as you book it in with your special needs, then you can just put a buggy on for nothing. It's always a thought, isn't it? Shop advertising to rent out bicycles and boat trips and things. So if the excursions have started happening, there must be a lot more happening, mustn't it? So it's the same. Last time I was along here, majority of all these hotels were still closed. It's really nice to see people in the hotels and they're all open and functioning like they should be now. So just follow the road round on the left hand side. You can go up there to the right. It just takes you to a view and like a circle all the way around where it's just been. So you're going to go down here. It's a nice little coffee bar, afternoon teas and that sort of thing just down here. A few shops and the square. Last time I was up here, half of these were closed as well. So as I say, it definitely is opening now. So one of the shops here is Penny's Cafe, where we've come in for a cup of tea and a slice of cake, as it were. It's proper afternoon tea rooms. So I've gone for a clotted cream tea and Chris has gone for a slice of cake.
Yeah.
And both got a cup of tea each. Well, actually we had a pot of tea. So it's nice, we've just had the cakes as I've just shown you. Now we're going to continue our walk, going to go down the square, which is just down this road here, and just see how things have changed around there. When I was here a month ago, there was practically nothing open in the square. So to see what's what. So far so good. A few of the shops are open. There's had a good brush up. It was ever so dusty round here. So they've had a good old clean with a mop and bucket. So that's good. A few of the shops getting ready to open, aren't they? As you can see, they've got the tables and chairs outside. So it's looking a lot more positive. Really is something I'll say last. But so far so good. Chris seems very happy with how we're getting on with our little walk today. The paths are quite all right. There's no horrible lips or anything, and he seems to be quite happy with the walk. So well done to Santa Ponsa and the mobilities. How are you finding it at the moment?
Very easy to get around. There's plenty of curbs so you can go down and up. So it's fine.
So even though majority of the hotels are open, or getting ready to open at least, it's still very quiet around here. I think you've got more hotels, or more rooms available I should say, than what we have clients. But that should all change within the next week or two, I should imagine. Looks so beautiful, doesn't it? I do remember when I last came along here, this actual hotel itself here were still whitewashed windows, and it was looking quite sad for itself, but what a difference a month can make, eh? Just go 2 minutes off the main track and it's such beautiful views down there. I can't get down there because obviously it's all steps the whole way and we can't get down there with Chris and a mobility scooter, so I've just brought her up here to have a look at the view from the road. So we're coming down to the beach now. We're not sure how far we'll be able to walk along because I'm not sure if it's stony or a path the whole way. But as you can see, so far so good. So unfortunately, the bottom of the hill we got stopped with these steps. So we're going to turn around now, go back up, and go past Penny's tea rooms again. Well, that's a shame. It's the first time we've come across a hurdle on this walk. No, keep on going, Chris. Keep on past Penny's, and then eventually down to the roundabout again, and then down to the beach. We're heading down towards the beach and the sands itself to see what's open around this way. So we've turned right, just heading beside the beach itself. We're heading back to where we would have been all but if we could have got down those steps. So this is why I brought Chris here. I think we've come to the end now because this just rocks the other side of this hotel. And I just thought it'd be so nice to show you something a little bit different, because when you come to Santa Ponsa, you just go to the normal places, don't you? But just go a little bit further, you just get beauty like this. Lovely restaurant. So as I say, no, over here you see, that's just where we couldn't get down because of the steps, just the other side of there. But I knew this would be a bit of a problem for her. So I think this is the furthest I can bring her because of the flatness. So between the steps and here, this is the first part we've had a problem with a mobility scooter. That can't be bad, can it? Just look how clear that water is. It's absolutely beautiful. And these are all hotels, as you can see behind this restaurant. You really don't appreciate how many people, clients, tourists, holiday makers, that these hotels bring into the area, do you? And to actually see them, the hotels, from this angle. I have also got a GoFundMe page, which is like a tip jar basically. So if you'd like to give me a little tip for a cup of coffee or a Coke or whatever during me filming, I'll leave the link below down in the comments box. Thanks. And perhaps you fancy a little trip on a speedboat. So all these people here on the jetty are actually waiting for a boat trip. There's quite a few of them. So yes, there are trips running at the moment. So this little wooden bridge here, even this holds the weight. Doesn't feel too uncomfortable walking over it, especially with the mobility scooter. I just love the rock formations around here. So it's coming next to the sands now. It does look strange, doesn't it, to have so few people on the actual sand itself. Nice to see some of these hotels open. It's so long, isn't it? It's been so long since they've been able to. Let's hope they can try and get something back. So you're going to go down by the park. I love it through this little wages here. So down here is where they've the market stalls as normally. So nice to see these beach bars have reopened.
Oh, yeah.
They're so busy as well.
Oh, that's good.
Go right here. Then we go and find something to eat now, shall we? Oh, look, the watering hole. Let's go in and have a cup of tea or a Coke or whatever. And what I like about the watering hole, if you come through the back here, they've got a surprise. It's a big swimming pool. Well, call it a big swimming pool. It's not really, but it's a nice little find to find in the garden, isn't it? So this is a watering hole in the centre of Santa Ponsa. So it's really nice, that swimming pool, isn't it? I could really dip in there. So got a few more places to have a little look. Yeah, we'll just pop round and see what's open around here. So this is the square or the centre, whatever you want to call it here. The buses, the taxis are here. And just opposite there, that's where the main shopping area is, should I say. This is the first hotel I've actually seen that hasn't even washed its windows. So up this street here, this is mostly open all year round. You find restaurants, local restaurants and different bits like that up here. And the main heart of the town with the proper shops, if you know what I mean by that. So all that is to be found up this street.
But they are dearer at home.
So up here you've got some villas or townhouses, whatever you like to call them. I love the gardens, you know. So this is Pirates here. As you can see, it's still all very fenced off. Still advertising the SOS Turismo sign. I mean, it looks quite clean. I mean, I don't think it'd take that long to open when it's ready. So if you need your COVID test before you leave, your COVID-19 test, that is the test centre just there at €30. So that again, it's across the road viewing the Pirates. It's a very impressive hotel, isn't it? There's a fair amount of cars now, isn't it, whipping up and down. So it just shows you, you know, we are approaching summer a little bit more, doesn't it? So this shop's been shut for quite a while.
Yeah.
As you can see here, it's got
Going
the...
round this way.
Yes, it's just cut off the corner. Still a lot of shops are closed, aren't they, as you can see up here. And a few places like this one here, just getting ready to open, have a bit of a paint up. Which is really is nice to see a few of the hotels open with people in them enjoying themselves in the pool and things. It makes such a difference, doesn't it, to actually see it open. And McDonald's hasn't been open for a long time, so it's nice to see it open again. It's quite nice actually to have this board over the sand, isn't it? I know it's not the blue one that we normally have for wheelchair access, but at least you don't have to stand on the sand as well. If you've got wet feet, you don't get the sand everywhere then, do you? Well, thanks very much for watching today's film. If you enjoyed it, I'd love you to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget the Facebook page, Loving Life Mallorca. And I'll speak to you soon. I'm going off on my paddle now. Oh, this water is so refreshing, it's beautiful. What a better way to spend a lovely day of filming, eh?